Hello viewers, in this episode I would want we discuss much on common natural hair problems, scalp and remedies. So one of the common problem natural hair people are facing, it's a flaking scalp. So the first thing we need to understand, what is a flaking scalp? A flaking scalp is a scalp that produces white substances anytime you comb or brush the scalp. There are various reasons why we have these flakes. Some people refer to them as dry dandruff. So let's see some of the reasons why your scalp would flake. One of the reasons is when you have a challenge in production of sebum. On your scalp, there's something called acid mantle. Acid mantle is a mixture of sebum and sweat. So this is what regulates your scalp pH, and also it gives the scalp its moisture. So anytime you have what we call underproduction of sebum, which comes from the sebaceous glands, there's a high possibility that your scalp is going to flake. Another cause would be medication. Medication, anytime you are consuming drugs, especially the ones that are having sulfur in it, high sulfur component in them, what will happen again, they will interfere with the sebum production, and you'll have a flaking scalp or a drying scalp. Sometimes this could also come from allergy, especially from hair extensions. When these hair extensions are being prepared, a number of chemicals are used. So some of these chemicals might or may react with your scalp, causing flakes. Then our lifestyle, especially people who consume alcohol. Alcohol is known to be a high dehydrating agent. You could also get this alcohol from the products you spray on the scalp. I've seen a common problem where people with natural hair or braids tend to use spirit, methylated or white, to clean their scalp. So this causes challenges on the scalp. It dries the scalp and you end up having flakes. Then the other cause could be hormones. Hormonal imbalance in your system. Once you have this, again, the production of sebum is not constant. This is something automatic that is supposed to be happening. But anytime you have hormonal imbalance, you'll have that challenge. So do you have treatment or remedies for this? Yes. One of the remedies or treatments of this, you could invest in medicated shampoos. Then you also need to avoid hot water. I normally say you can use lukewarm or warm water to the colder side to shampoo your hair, but avoid hot water. And I've noticed even in the salon, most of our clients do suffer from a central dry scalp because the proportion, when you lie on the sink, people who are shampooing, if they don't know how to test water temperature, mostly they'll burn you at this area. So avoid hot water. Another remedy could be you need to drink a lot of water, 6 to 8 glasses a day. Then you can also invest in good shampoos that are pH balanced to avoid them stripping off this natural thing we've referred to as sebum. Then lastly, you can have medications. So these medications will ensure your hormones are balancing. So this is what we call scalp flaking. But there's another challenge that most people, natural hair, face. I call the hair appears to be having flakes. So let's see what happens here. Why is your natural hair flaking after using products, especially gel? One of them is the polymer molecules that are available in these gels. So sometimes they don't break down and spread and cause a cramp. So when they force this cramp paste-like substance, it's unable to break. So as it dries, it hardens and causes a white substance on the hair. So this could be because of the formulation the manufacturer's formulation. Then the other cause could be the application. How do you apply these styling products? If you are going to use a lot of products, the hair will not take in all the products. I normally use a simple language. The hair vomits the extra product. So you need to use minimum. And because this is a physical change, you'll require more water. Your hair should be damp wet. Then you use minimum. Do not overuse gel. Then the third reason why your hair is flaking is when you mix products from different manufacturers, these products have different formulations. And if you mix especially products that do have something alcohol in it, what normally happens, they form something like a cloud or a mist. When it dries, it forms these flakes. So how do you ensure you are controlling these flakes? Basically, there are three things. Please buy standard quality products with the right formulation. Number two, do not overmix products when you are creating your natural hairstyles. And then the last point is use minimum. Do not overuse these products. So that is, we've looked at hair flaking, then we've looked at scalp flexing. Those are two problems. Let's look at the third problem, which most people with natural hair would face. This is dry, brittle hair. Remember in the other episodes, we are looking at thinning hair. We looked at breaking hair. So we are looking at dry, brittle hair. So in this case, you find that your hair is lacking enough moisture. As I said in earlier chapters, our hair is hygroscopic. It takes in water when there's need, and it releases water when there's that need. By the time when you find the two are not balancing, it means your hair is now on the drier side and it's lacking moisture. So what are some of these causes that can cause our hair to lack moisture? One of the hair could be because of shampooing. When you overdo it, especially using products that are with high sulfates, you are going to drain all this natural acid mantle. You are going to waste your hair, and your hair is going to become dry and brittle. Our styling techniques, again, if you are using blow drying techniques, if you are blow drying your hair without heat protectors, this is both, let's just say thermal styling, whether you are blow drying or you are flat ironing, without use of heat protectors, you dry off the moisture. Then the other point is the environment you stay in. If you are in an extremely dry conditions, it means your hair is going to lose moisture compared to somebody else who is in a normal condition. Then sometimes we normally just say your overall health, the health of your body. Naturally, if you are unwell, your hair will indicate you are unwell. So if you look at the combinations of medications, you using too much products, and so on, you are going to have dry, brittle hair. So how do you manage dry, brittle hair? Or what are the remedies of dry, brittle hair? One, of course, it should be addressed from balanced diet. When you eat a balanced diet, you're able to have this. Number two, if you need to use the right remedies or the right products when you are styling your hair. If you are using products that have high sulfates and also alcohol in them, they are going to damage your hair. Then another point is overexposure to sunlight. So it means you need to have minimum exposure, but if you know you are in a region which there's too much sunlight or seasons with too much sunlight, this can easily be controlled when you use protective creams or lotions such as botanical oil, or you can have hair lotions, hair sprays, which they are going to give you an extra protection. Then lastly, you need to heavily invest in moisturizing treatments. As I said, the moisturizing and hydration, they are two related terms. So hydration is getting water into the hair, then moisturizing is locking that moisture into the hair. So once you have good products with good humectants, you are now going to be able to balance your moisture. So in everything you do, for you to have a well-balanced moistured hair, you just need to ensure your hair cuticles are happy. Anytime your hair cuticles are unhappy, they are going to cause you to lose a lot of moisture, and you are going to have this kind of hair that is dry and brittle. Then if you are going to do chemical services or color services, also ensure your stylist is following the manufacturer's instructions, because overexposure, again, is going to damage your cuticles. So anything that happens to a hair in terms of moisture is determined by how your cuticles are well aligned. So just ensure your cuticles are happy. See you in the next episode as we discuss graying hair and how to overcome this.